Hey everyone, welcome back to Car Flash Out, the channel where you don't get dealership rehearsals, you don't get sugar-coated marketing talk, and you definitely don't get those same tired lines you've heard 100 times before. Here, it's all about real impressions, honest reviews, and the kind of insight you only get from someone who actually loves cars. And today, we're diving deep into one of the most polished and refined compact luxury sedans of 2026, the all-new Mercedes-Benz C-Class. It's a car that's been carrying the weight of Mercedes' reputation for decades, the bridge between everyday usability and executive luxury. But for 2026, it's not just refinement and comfort, it's smarter, sleeker, and even more electrified than before. So, let's find out if the new C-Class still owns its segment, or if rivals like the BMW 3 Series and Audi A4 are finally catching up. Exterior: the moment you see the new 2026 Mercedes C-Class, you instantly feel that quiet sense of prestige that only Mercedes can pull off. The front end looks more mature and sculpted, adopting the same design DNA that we've seen on the latest S-Class and E-Class. The grille is now larger with the new 3D pattern featuring hundreds of tiny three-pointed stars, and an AMG line trims. It's surrounded by a gloss black frame that gives it a subtle aggression. The headlights are slimmer, with the latest digital light technology that can project symbols or guidelines onto the road. Those intricate LED signatures look absolutely stunning at night, crisp, sharp, and unmistakably Mercedes. The hood has strong creases that run back into the A-pillar, and the front bumper integrates active air intakes that help reduce drag. It's a design that feels both elegant and athletic, something that makes you stop and stare even when it's parked. Moving to the side, the new C-Class looks longer and sleeker than before. And it's not just your imagination, Mercedes stretched the wheelbase slightly to give it better proportions and more cabin space. The shoulder line runs clean and uninterrupted from the headlights to the taillights, giving it a sense of flow and sophistication. The flush door handles pop out elegantly when you approach, similar to what you'd find in the S-Class, and they tuck away again when you walk off. The wheel options now go all the way up to 20 inches, with designs that range from minimalist luxury to sporty AMG patterns. The subtle chrome detailing around the window line adds just the right amount of class without feeling flashy. From this angle, the 2026 C-Class has that perfect balance. It's not trying too hard, but it still looks expensive. At the rear, the design language feels more cohesive than ever. The taillights now stretch horizontally with a split design that blends beautifully into the trunk. Their 3D LED pattern changes slightly depending on the trim level, and at night, they give the car a futuristic glow. The bumper design is clean, with integrated exhaust outlets that actually match the car's performance level, and no fake pipes here on the higher trims. There's also a subtle lip spoiler on the trunk lid, and if you go for the AMG line, you'll get a sportier diffuser element and chrome accents that pop just enough to make it stand out. Overall, the rear of the C-Class feels elegant but purposeful. It's not overly aggressive, yet you can tell this car means business. Interior: step inside, and the transformation is immediate. The interior of the 2026 Mercedes C-Class is like stepping into a mini S-Class. It's filled with tech, wrapped in luxury, and bathed in ambient light that can change across 64 colors. The centerpiece is the massive portrait-style 11.9-inch OLED touchscreen that floats slightly toward the driver, running the latest MBUX 3.0 infotainment system. It's faster, cleaner, and more intelligent than ever, capable of learning your habits and even predicting what you'll do next. The digital instrument cluster is fully customizable, with different themes that can show navigation, driving modes, or even augmented reality overlays. The materials feel exceptionally soft: leather, brushed aluminum, and open port wood depending on your trim choice. The air vents have that signature turbine look, and the ambient lighting traces their outline beautifully. The seats are sculpted perfectly, offering both support and long-distance comfort, and they can be heated, ventilated, and even massaging depending on the package you pick. In the back, the slightly longer wheelbase pays off. There's noticeably more earroom than before, and a panoramic sunroof floods the cabin with light, giving it a spacious and airy feel. Even the smallest details, like the door handles, window switches, and seat controls feel expensive. It's the kind of cabin that makes you want to stay inside long after you've parked. When it comes to performance, the 2026 C-Class has evolved in a big way. Mercedes has gone all in on electrification, so every version of the C-Class now comes with some form of hybrid assistance. The standard C300 gets a 2.0-liter turbocharged four-cylinder engine paired with a 48-volt mild hybrid system. It produces around 255 horsepower and 295 pounds-feet of torque, but thanks to the integrated starter generator, it gets a small electric boost when you take off, smoothing out the power delivery and improving efficiency. The 9-speed automatic transmission is silky and responsive, and you can get it with rear-wheel drive or Mercedes' 4MATIC all-wheel drive system. If you're after something sportier, there's the C43 AMG, which now uses a high-output version of the same 2.0-liter engine AES. The same one that powered the AMG A45A but tuned up to a stunning 402 horsepower thanks to an electric turbocharger derived from Formula One technology. It's fast, it's immediate, and the hybrid assist fills in any lag you normally expect from a small turbo engine. And then there's the big one, the upcoming C63 SE Performance. It uses that same 2.0-liter engine combined with the powerful rear-mounted electric motor for a combined output of around 680 horsepower. It's basically a super sedan wearing a C-Class badge. Handling-wise, the new C-Class feels sharper and more composed. The steering is light but precise, and the chassis has been tuned for both comfort and control. The adaptive suspension reads the road and adjusts in real time, so you can glide over rough patches and then tighten things up for a corner. It's that perfect blend of refinement and agility, something Mercedes has clearly spent years perfecting. Even the cabin remains impressively quiet at highway speeds, with barely any wind or tire noise. You get that signature Mercedes hush that makes long drives feel effortless. In terms of technology and safety, the C-Class is loaded. There's adaptive cruise control with stop and go, lane centering, traffic sign recognition, and a new augmented reality head-up display that overlays navigation arrows directly on the road ahead. The voice assistant is more conversational. The navigation now uses cloud data, and you even get over-the-air updates for continuous improvements. It's basically a rolling piece of smart tech wrapped in a luxury shell. Now, let's talk pricing. The 2026 Mercedes-Benz C300 starts around $47,000 for the base model, with the 4MATIC version coming in closer to $49,000. The AMG line premium versions hover around the $55,000 $60,000 range, while the performance-focused C43 AMG starts around $63,000. The range-topping C63 SE Performance is expected to land well north of $85,000, putting it squarely against the BMW M3 and Audi RS5. Sure, it's not cheap, but when you consider the technology, comfort, and overall experience, it feels like a solid value in the luxury segment. So, what's the verdict? The 2026 Mercedes C-Class is a masterclass in evolution. It doesn't reinvent the formula, it refines it to near perfection. It's more luxurious than ever, packed with cutting-edge tech, and delivers a driving experience that balances comfort, precision, and style effortlessly. The mild hybrid setup makes it smoother and more efficient, and the new interior design feels like something out of a car twice its price. If you're looking for a luxury sedan that feels modern, intelligent, and just the right amount of sporty, the new C-Class still sets the benchmark. Mercedes has once again proven that the C-Class isn't just the baby Benz, it's a symbol of what happens when luxury meets innovation in perfect harmony. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this review, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Car Flash, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our deep dive car reviews. Drop a comment below and tell me, would you pick the new C-Class over the BMW 3 Series or Audi A4? I'm curious to see where your loyalties lie. Until next time, this is Car Flash, where passion meets precision, and every review drives straight to the truth.